the alternative to sanctions is armed struggle.
Which is something that we all want to avoid.
Yes, but if you don't want to use peaceful means, which is sanction, then of course there is no alternative but armed struggle, and we will support armed struggle.
You would support armed struggle?
Certainly. If everything else fails, we have to support armed struggle.
What would that mean in practical terms, Mr. President? Would that mean supporting guerrilla groups?
Yes.
Terrorist groups against South Africa?
Yes. That's what we should do. I mean, there is no out. People have to fight for their freedom, no matter how difficult, how long. It is our duty to support them, because we support freedom.
You obviously feel very strongly about this matter if, as you say, you're prepared to support armed terrorist groups about South Africa. Were you not then disappointed at what you heard here in London, where we are plainly not prepared to do that?
Well, you were never prepared to do that, but in spite of that, armed struggle continued in other parts of Southern Africa, and they succeeded. So we believe they will succeed, but we don't want to apply them unless we are forced to do so.
When you talked about sanctions, of course, you had in mind, I'm sure, United Nations resolutions for sanctions.
Yes.
But you have a sanction of your own. You're now a very important oil country. Would you turn off the oil taps yourself in Nigeria to get your way on South Africa?
If that becomes necessary, yes.
Which would hit the United States particularly, wouldn't it? Who you are a very big supplier to the United States.
I say if it is necessary. There is nothing that is out of the way when people intend to flout the normal norms of diplomacy, and that is if they do anything which is against our own national interest.
We've heard today, for example, that the United States administration is asking Congress to allow funds to be sent to the UNITA organization in Angola, which, as we know, is a South African-backed organization in that country. What is your reaction to that news?
That will be a very disastrous step taken by the new administration in Southern Africa, because it defies public opinion in the entire continent of Africa. It means that United States is now going to back up rebellion against constituted authority in a sovereign nation. And that is very serious indeed. And we are not going to look kindly to it. And nobody with good conscience should accept a situation in which a legitimate government of a country is threatened by rebellions supported by a great power.